What's up, YouTube? Timmons here. Now, one of my favorite comedy adaptations that came out in the past summer years is, of course, 21 Jump Street. Of course, that was pretty much a film that was based on the Giant Depp TV show from the 1980s. Of course, they turned into a feature film with Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum. Of course, Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who, of course, right now is hot tamale thanks to the Spider-Verse films. They, of course, directed 21 Jump Street and its sequel, which maybe even is as funnier as the first. Now, there has been talks about possible new 21 Jump Street film, but believe it or not, I still remember a couple years ago. If you guys remember, like, this is probably off topic here, but you guys remember, like, years ago when Sony had that Sony hack thing, and there was actually reports about Man in Black and 21 Jump Street crossover? Yeah, I still don't think that's ever happening, but yeah, that. Well, one of the stars of the first 21 Jump Street was, of course, Brie Larson. Now, she did not return for the sequel, which I was still disappointed by, but hey. Now there is a rumor going around by Scooper Dan Richmond, who's actually usually reliable. Um, and according to Dan Richmond, he's pretty much coming out of the park saying that he had been hearing rumblings about a new 21 Jump Street film with Brie Larson. According to Inside Dan Richmond, Real World of Real, Sony Pictures is reportedly developing a 21 Jump Street spin-off movie that would center around Molly Tracy, who was portrayed by Oscar-winning actress Brie Larson in the 21 Jump Street film from 2012. Further details about the rumored project are being kept under wraps, but this won't be the first time that the studio tried to develop a female-led spin-off to the Buddy Cop franchise. Back in 2018, if you guys remember, it was reported that Girls Trip star Tiffany Haddish and Crazy Rich Asian star Aquafina were in negotiations to lead director Ronnie Rothman's upcoming female-driven 21 Jump Street reboot, but that never came to fruition. Now, I, I mean, this could be really intriguing. I mean, I really quite like the Molly character. I thought she, had some really fun moments in there. So it would be cool to see like a 21 Jump Street film led by Brie Larson. And Brie Larson right now is that probably as popular as she was back then. Obviously now it's because of Captain Marvel. She won her Oscar for Room, so she definitely has been. It's a really cool project since. Um, I mean, whether like we hear Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum appearing in this, that has been to see. Whether Sony actually confirms this, that has been to see. But if this actually happens, I'm down for it. I mean, I know there are going to be lots of basement dwellers who are hearing the name Brie Larson leading a 21 Jump Street reboot. And of course, for some reason, people just hate Brie Larson. It roused my mind, but and obviously Brie Larson will next be seen in the upcoming Marvels, the Marvels, I should say. So, and I think this could be interesting. And like, once we actually go with this, like, does Molly Parker somehow end up in the Jump Street program? Will we see Ice Cube coming back? That would be interesting to see. Because, man, Ice Cube in those first two Jump Street movies, I had the biggest laugh with the Ice Cube character. And maybe one of the biggest laughs I've ever had in the 21 Jump Street movies was the scene in the sequel to 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street. Where, spoiler, by the way. Of course, there's like, if you guys don't know, there was a scene where like Jonah Hill pretty much got on with Ice Cube's character, Captain Dixon's daughter, and chained him. When he found that out, he went ballistic, and poor that scene will definitely make you crack ups. But as for this, hey, if it happens, cool. If it doesn't, perfect. But if it does happen, I'm all for this. I just want to see more 21 Jump Street in my life because it's been like since 2016 since we've seen a 21 Jump Street film. Like, I know there's been talks about that Man in Black 21 Jump Street crossover, which I still think that was one of the most dumbest ideas they've ever had. Uh, Now, I still would love to see film adaptations of those. Like, if you guys remember at the end of 22 Jump Street, there was like those fake films at the end of it. I would love to actually see those. But Hey, I'll get what I can, I guess. Anyway, let me let you guys. What are your thoughts on Brie Larson possibly leading a 21 Jump Street spin-off film? Were you ever a fan of the 21 Jump Street movies? Would you prefer a 23 Jump Street instead? Would you like to see a Brie Larson led spin-off here? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Simon signing off.